أعوذ بالله السميع العليم البصير من الشيطان الرجيم. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم البصير من الشيطان الرجيم من همسه ونفخه ونفخه. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا وحبيبنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. بجاه سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى. يا معلم آدم علمنا ويا مفهم سليمان فهمنا بكرامة وعلمك ما لم تكن تعلم وكان فضل الله عليك عظيما. آمين. المستمعين الكرام الأفاضل، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we glorify Him, we adore Him, we accord Him all forms of salutations, and we do seek from Him to bestow His blessings and mercy in abundance upon the noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his households, companions, followers until the day of judgment. Ameen. We welcome ourselves yet again to the continuation of our Hikam AtaiLlahi Al-Sakandari that we do every Friday, inshallah. So today is we are going to deal with Aphorism number 57, inshallah. Today's date is 7th of Rabi'ul Awwal, 1445 Hijrah, equivalent to the 22nd of September 2023. And incidentally, so today's Friday happens to be the first Friday of the month of Rabi'ul Awwal. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us with the month and grant us His succor throughout the month and rest of our lives. إنه على ذلك قدير وبالإجابة جدير نعم المولى ونعم النصير. Now today, inshallah, we're going to deal with aphorism number 57 of the 246 aphorisms of Ibn AtaiLlahi Al-Sakandari. The aphorism is very brief, concise, and straightforward. So it is regarding, it collects three things together that we've been talking about, three entities. So these three entities that seems to be different linguistically, but metaphorically could be used interchangeably. So it's going to talk about an-nur, it's going to talk about al-basira, and it is going to talk about al-qalbu. So what is the connection of each with each other, and what does each of them require, and what do they do? Okay, what do they do, and how do their activities connect together to each other? So that is what the aphorism is about. It's going to talk about an-nur, al-basira, and al-qalbu. An-nur, that is light, it is spiritual light. Then al-basira, the spiritual insightfulness, and also the third one is al-qalbu, the heart, the heart. So these three are connected together. To the nur is spiritual, al-basira is spiritual-physical, spiritual-physical because it has a name that is a lobe, or the lobe. Okay, so that lobe, scientifically and biologically, is is considered to be situated inside at the center of the what, at the center of the heart, or at the center of the brain. Okay, so that is so it is physical, it could be spiritual, spiritually explained, and it could be also physical when biologically explained. Okay, then the other one, al-qalbu, is physical. Al-qalbu is physical. Okay, now we have three things, three entities. Okay, so we have the purely spiritual, which is an-nur, and we have the purely physical, which is al-qalbu, or the other one we can say we have purely metaphysical an-nur, and we have purely physical al-qalbu, and we have the in-between, okay, spiritual, physical, so the al-basira. Now we are going to talk about the three, and what are the tools that that are connected to each of them. Inshallah, that is what this aphorism is all about. So now I'm going to share as usual. Then we are going to read from the aphorisms text. Then we see whether there are words or terms demanding attention. Then we give the literal translation as well as the conceptual meaning and message bearing. And then we are going to end it with the interpretation of Sheikh Abdul Majid Ashabnudi rahimahullah rahmatan wasi'an wa ardahu. Ameen. Now, I am going to read without without any further wasting of time. So I'm going to read the aphorism as presented, inshallah. Okay, so here I go. I read and present the aphorism number 57 as presented in the book. An-nuru lahul kashfu wal basiratu lahal hukmu wal qalbu lahul iqbalu wal idbaru. So there are only three segments in the aphorism, and all the three segments make a whole aphorism. An-nuru lahul kashfu wal basiratu lahal hukmu wal qalbu lahul iqbalu wal idbaru. Now, as we have been discussing from previous Fridays, an-nur is not new to us. Al-kashfu is also not new to us. But for reminder, so it could be, what we mean here is al-kashfu al-ma'ani. Okay, kashfu al-ma'ani, kashfu ma'ani al-ulum. So the discovery and the discovery of the meanings there are in the meanings, the discovery of the meanings there are in a knowledge, in a particular, in any given situation. Okay, so that is what that is al-kashfu. Now, al-basira is another one. We have been talking about it also. It is synonymous to al-aql, the intellect. Okay, al-hukmu is that is also a clear word. Al-qalbu is clear. Al-iqbal wal-idbar. So they are very simple to understand. So that is al-iqbal yani al-qabul. Al-idbar yani rafdu. Okay, al-rafdu. So al-iqbal, reception, acceptance. Okay, progression, approachment. Then al-idbar is rejection, okay, which is opposite of acceptance, to rejection. And it could also be retrogression, and it will also be reproachment. So those are the words that demand attention. Now, the literal meaning of the aphorism is النور له الكشف. Revelation is to the light. والبصيرة لها الحكم. The judgment is to the insight. والقلب له الإقبال والإدبار. And the progression and retrogression are both to the heart. Again, revelation is to the light, as the judgment is to the insight, while progression and retrogression are to the heart. Now, this is the literal translation of the aphorism. In other words, an-nuru lahul kashfu. The light reveals. The light reveals. Wal-basiratu laha al-hukmu. While the insight judges. Wal-qalbu lahu al-iqbal wal-idbar. While the heart either accepts or rejects, either approaches or reproaches, either progresses or retrogresses. This is the literal translation. Now, the conceptual meaning and message bearing in this aphorism is that each of these terminology, each of these an-nur, al-basira, and qalbu, they have their own duties and job. So, one cannot do the other's job. An-nur has its own job, and it has a limitation. Where the job of nur stops, the basira starts. And where the job of the basira stops, the al-qalbu starts. And where the job of al-qalbu stops, al-jawari, the systems of the body starts. So now, it is the duty. What is the duty of the light? The divine light. Divine light. Spiritual light. Spiritual guidance. Guidance. AtaiLlahi. So what is its duty? The duty is to discover, to reveal the truth to us, to make us discover the truth, to give us the truth, to produce and provide the truth, the provision of the truth. Providing the truth is the work and duty of the divine light. Now, when the truth is provided, and when the knowledge is provided and discovered and revealed, it is the job of the intellect to exercise it, to check it, to digest it, to study it, to comprehend it, to understand it. And now after, that is what we call al-hukmu, the judgment. So the intellect, the insightfulness, judges, checks the knowledge that is revealed, the information that is given, that is offered, that is provided. When it checks it, then it gives to the qalb, the heart. Okay, it produces it and it sends it to the heart. And the heart has two options. One option is positive, the other is negative. The positive side of the qalbu is the reception of the truth positively, checking the knowledge that is possessed by the intellect, that is given by the intellect, that is sent by the intellect, whether it is the ones that are related to the act of commandments, AtaiLlahi, to the act of ibadah, to following the rules of Allah, then the heart will receive it, accept it, approve it, progress it to the bodies. Okay, we approach it, we accept it, okay, accommodate it to the system of the body, to the lifetime, to the physical reality. And the other side, which is negative, so what type of commandment is passed? Okay, is it the if it is al-amru, that is iqbal. But if it is an-nahyu, prohibition, then it is idbar, reproachment, retrogression, rejection. So it takes the other time. So if the information is related to an-nawahi, prohibitions, then it will work on rejecting it, refuting it, and by this informing the systems of the body that this could not be utilized. So you cannot go here, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. Okay, so that is the conceptual meaning of the word of the aphorism. Now, the message here is that man cannot live without combination of four things. Okay, in exercising religious duty, social duty, family duty, or any other duty, we use four things. One, we need an-nur al-ilahiyya, that is hidayatullah. Number two, we need al-basira, that is al-aql, the intellect. Number three, we need al-qalbu, the heart. Then number four, we need al-jawari, our body system, to carry it out. So what is the duty of the light? The light, or the hidayah, is to guide us. It may come in form of ilham. It may come in form of al-wahyu. And majority of it is included in what? In the Revelation, in Quran, in Bible, in Torah, in Injil, and so on. So for Ibrahim wa Musa, so these are the embodiment of Hidayatullah that we have. So it is so the duty of them is to guide us, to bring information from Allah. Now, when the information comes, the akal is the foundation upon which it is revealed. Then the akal processes it, it judges it, it checks it. What type of information it is? Is it commandment? Is it prohibition? So then it passes it to al-qalbu. The heart, if it is a commandment, the heart accepts it directly, acts on it positively, and if it is prohibition, al-idbar, then the heart works on rejecting it. Okay, regressing against it and reproaching it. So then, when either of the acceptance or rejection is done, is the next point is to work to the system of the body. Okay, so they act on it, and that is what we see physically. It is adhan, we go to pray. It is month of Ramadan, we observe fasting. We have money, we go to Hajj. We, at the end of the year, we pay zakat, and so on and so forth. We are kind to neighbors, to families, and to others. So these are nawahi. Don't cheat, don't kill, don't fornicate, don't lie, don't bribe. So these are nawahi. So these are the conceptual messages there are in the word, in the aphorism. Now we conclude here by reading the interpretation of Sheikh Abdul Majid Al-Sharnobi. He says, يعني أن النور الذي يقذفه الله في قلب المريد وهو العلم اللدني. So he says, the meaning of nur here, the light here, is the meaning of a nur that Allah grants into the heart of the seeker of the truth is what we call here ilmul laduni, presential knowledge. So, and that presential knowledge, lahu al-kashfu, the duty of it is to discover the truth, to reveal the truth, to give and bring the truth. And that is kashful ma'ani, discovery of the meanings there are in the messages of revelation, such as husnul ta'ah, the following the commandments of Allah, okay, the acceptability of obedience to Allah, wa kubuhi al-masiyah, and the rejection of the sinful acts. Now, wal basira allati hiya ainul qalb laha al-hukm. So, and also the basira, the insight, which is regarded as the eye of the heart, so that we call the intellect. Laha al-hukm. It also has judgment. That is, its duty is to pass judgment, to process. Ay idrakul amr alladhi shahadathu. Okay, wa kushifa laha anhu binur. So that is to say, the examination and comprehension of the message that it receives and that was revealed to it through the light of Allah. So فإنه كما لا يمكن إدراك البصر للمحسوسات إلا بالأنوار الظاهرة كالشمس والسراج، لا يمكن إدراك البصيرة لشيء من المعاني إلا بالأنوار الباطنية. The same way that it is impossible for the eyes to perceive external things without the sunlight and the bulbs, the fluorescent. So the same way, similarly, it is impossible for the intellect and the insight to comprehend the meanings of divine messages without the internal lights and revelation. والقلب له الإقبال على ما كشف للبصيرة وحكمت بحسنه كالطاعة. So, and for the heart, it has the duty of the heart is to accept, okay, and work positively on what was discovered and fed by the intellect as good. Okay, so it is to follow and execute, expedite, okay, what the insight and the intellect passes as commandments of God, as obedience, as good, and also On the other hand, والإجبار عن ما كشف لها وحكمت بقبحه كالمعصية. And also, the heart also has the duty of rejecting or reproaching or retrogressing from what was discovered by the insight and intellect as sinful and negative acts. So when the heart was able to do that and exercise these two duties, حينئذ تتبعه الجوارح. So at that time, the systems of the body we follow. لما في الحديث. We follow the commandments that was passed by the qalb. So as stated and clarified in the long hadith of the heart, the connection of the heart to the body. ألا وإن في الجسد مضغة إذا صلحت صلح الجسد كله وإذا فسدت فسد الجسد كله ألا وهي القلب. Now, the reason why for all these processes is because what is, as we have said in one of the aphorisms, that what we do physically is a product of our internal experience and being. What we say is the product of what we have internalized. So by this, if the qalb is able to receive and act on the right knowledge, then the physical system will also act on the right knowledge. But if the qalb, the heart is weak and unable to receive good direction, that will reflect on the what on the body. So that is what the hadith simplifies and says, وَإِنَّ فِي الْجَسَدِ مُضْغَةً. Behold, there is in the body system a pound of flesh, a pound of flesh. إِذَا صَلَحَتْ صَلَحَ الْجَسَدُ كُلُّهُ. If this pound of flesh is good, is right, the whole system of the body will be right, will be accurate, will be good. وَإِذَا فَسَدَتْ فَسَدَ الْجَسَدُ كُلُّهُ. But if that pound of flesh in the body is bad and polluted and not sound, the whole body system will be polluted and not sound, will not sound. أَلَا وَهِيَ الْقَلْبُ. So that pound of flesh is the heart. If the heart is good, the whole body system will be good. If the heart is polluted, then the whole body system will be polluted. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide us aright, to what is good, and to give us the ability to enable us to distance and reproach from what is bad. So this is where we are going to stop today, inshallah. I put myself and everyone under the protections of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in whose protection and guidance nothing is lost and missed. أستودعكم ونفسي في رعاية الله الذي لا يضيع ودائعه والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.